Go ahead. I'd like to call to order August 14th, 2024 meeting of the St. John Metropolitan Police Commission. Rise for the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Okay, Mr. Paradiso,
Here.
Mr. Palmatier is not here, Mr. Johnson,
Present.
Mr. Kmetz,
Here.
Mr. Nestor,
Present.
Chief Flores, Attorney Decker,
Here.
Council Liaison Jorgensen,
Present.
and Town Manager Manasopoulos.
Here.
Okay.
Right. Oh, there's nothing on here for approval. Oh, there it is. Oath of office. Is Beth or Katie here?
Yes. All right. Before we get started, this is Officer Brad Kamstra. He's a officer who came from Cedar Lake, so he's got some experience, got a few years' experience with us. He comes to us with a lot of enthusiasm, and he's got that young go-getter attitude, which is good. So again, he's had a few years with Cedar Lake PD, came to us. He has started his field training, which he's doing very well in, which we didn't anticipate any problems. As far as his experience, he's already had a life-saving award that he just received from the District 1 Law Enforcement Council this past May. He was on patrol in Cedar Lake and noticed a gentleman slumped over in his front porch, went up to him and rendered aid, called for EMS. They arrived and transported him to the hospital. Turns out the gentleman had a stroke, and had he not been by there, they said he more than likely would have passed away and died. So has done a phenomenal job so far as a police officer, and we're happy to have him. And so again, thank you all for approving the hire and moving forward with them. And now we'll turn it over to the clerk's office to swear him in.
I, Brad Van Kamstra,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and the ordinances of the Town of St. John,
and the ordinances of the Town of St. John,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties as a police officer
discharge the duties as a police officer
for the Town of St. John
for the Town of St. John
in the State of Indiana
in the State of Indiana
fairly, impartially, and to the best of my ability.
fairly, impartially, and to the best of my abilities.
Gentlemen, would you like to get a picture with him?
Sure.
Roger, you didn't take that. We'll do one with that. Let's have a couple. Hope you're good. Thank you. No, stay there. I'm taking one with you guys. Good. Thank you. All right. Family?
I like it.
You guys have a phone you want me to?
Oh, yeah, let's stay out of the way.
Yeah, they had one. It's enough already.
Well, you are young. Well, you are young. No wonder you cheater.
All right, welcome. Congratulations. Oh, yeah,
Sitting down. So I don't know.
Yeah.
You made a front sheet for you guys taking them? How you doing last week? Long time no see. The week before. You been losing? Oh, my track time.
All right, I need a motion to approve the minutes of the July 10th meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of July 10th meeting.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. Passes 4-1. Police Department monthly reports, Chief?
Okay. Just real quick, thank you again for working with us as far as the hire of Officer Camstra, so appreciate all the help with that. For July 1st through July 31st, the members of St. John Police Department, we didn't have our miles this month because the system, when we log our miles, was down. So that's why we didn't have it. I think it did get fixed finally. So we'll have that for you for the next meeting. So we responded to 545 law incidents. The investigation of these incidents led to 30 arrests with 44 charges being filed. There were 175 traffic citations issued along with 334 written warnings for a total of 509 citations being issued during the month. Vehicle thefts totaled 10,000, other thefts 23,150. Recovered property was 10,000, and you'll see right below that's kind of a description of what those figures are. So again, our mileage we didn't have this month. We will have that for you next month. Also, I sent you gentlemen an email today in regards to the police data initiative that we have. That started back in 2016. So a couple of you had asked as far as like more of a detailed report as far as arrests, citations, written warnings, things of that nature. So that's right on our website. You can access that 24/7. And basically, it gives you a snapshot of our daily service, our calls for service. So once you go into that, I gave you the link that you can click on. There'll be certain data sets that you can click on. So it'd be arrest demographics, calls for service, traffic accidents, traffic stops, and then traffic citation and warning demographics. So each one of those categories you can click on, and it'll populate all the information. It usually updates within 24 to 48 hours, but some of the data, like the citations, may take up to 96 hours for that to be dumped in, because it's a matter of when it gets entered in and it flows through the system to where it hits our data sets here. So, but all the information is on there, dates, times. For instance, the citations, it gives you the location, the citation number, the age, sex of the driver, the gender, like I said, the age, and where they're from. So it gives all that information on there. And then as far as the arrests, it gives you the date, the time, the case number, what the charge was, and all that information is there. So hopefully you had a chance to take a look at it. I think it's pretty helpful, and also it's available to the residents, to them to see whenever they want. So, like I said, we've been doing this since 2016, and it's worked out pretty well, just, transparency to people. It also gives us an idea of kind of where we're at with everything, and, and analyze it and be able to allocate our resources where necessary. So if you have any questions as far as how that works, or how to access it, if you didn't get your email, let me know. I'd be happy to reshare that with you. And if there's any questions about it, I'll answer them.
All right, you want to continue with old business?
The update on a 24 lateral hire, which was Officer Camstra, so that's done. We have, so that list is still available. We still have some on there in case we ever needed it. And then B, the reserve policy, I spoke to you about that as far as the SWAT medics. We're still kind of looking into that, because as I said before, as far as them responding off duty from home, if they're in their personal car, how that's going to be covered. God forbid they get involved in an accident or somebody hits them, they hit somebody. So we're trying to work the logistics out of that. We've been in contact with our insurance company to see what their opinion is on it and what our policy holds. So if it works out, and if it is covered one way or the other, I will have a full report for you, so you guys are aware of it before we do anything. So, and then we can decide from there whether or not we want to move forward with it, create a policy for it, so we can, get the medics going. So there's currently, right now, there's 4 departments, Aaron, that have medics.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's Hobart, Crown Point. Aaron, Officer Atmeyer is the commander of the SWAT team, so he's been kind of helping me work on this. So Hobart and Crown Point, Cedar Lake, and then us. So they also have a policy or that they use, so we're going to get copies of what they have. He reached out to them to see how they do it. I guess they are covered once they're activated on duty. I guess their insurance, and like Hobart and Crown Point, covers them. So again, that's what we're trying to find out with ours as well too. So, but again, before we do anything, move forward, improve it. You'll have it all, so we can make a decision from there.
All right. Anybody have any new business? No new business. Public comment. Come on, guys, this is your chance.
I want to hear from the Assistant Chief. You have any input, sir?
I'd just like to talk about what a great job our chief is doing.
Well, I'd like to talk about the background I checked when you got hired, when I was in charge. And I think you turned out to be a fine officer, by God. Right, Chief?
Yes.
Thanks, Bernie.
Yeah.
All right, can I get a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?